and Kamala, but I'm not going to root against. Why would I root against the president?
That's what I'm talking. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope Trump doesn't do anything he said he's going to do.
Whoa.
I hope there's only.
Andrew Schulz confronts Charlemagne about Donald Trump's victory after the election, and Andrew Schulz is excited about Donald Trump's win, but Charlemagne is obviously coping hard. But I'll give Charlemagne the credit that he at least acknowledges that he's the rightful president and wants him to do well. But still, obviously, Charlemagne is critical of Donald Trump, to say the least. But Andrew Schulz thinks America is on its way into a new golden age, folks. Let's check it out.
Ezzy,
What's up, man?
you're looking really patriotic.
I'm feeling patriotic today, man.
You really look real patriotic.
I'm feeling like America's about to enter its next golden age, and I'm feeling very excited about it, and everybody should be.
I don't see why people wouldn't be.
Thank you. I knew deep down. Everything went to plan, huh? Everything went to our plan, Charlotte.
It was not a plan.
Remember when we decided on Brilliant Idiots, we're like, yo, you'll fake support Kamala and then cause all this like distraction and, what is it? You stir up the water to catch fish. You'll do all that, and then Trump will land the plane, and then boom, we did it.
That's not what happened.
Charlamagne.
I supported Kamala Harris, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day because the president of the United States of America, the 47th president, is Donald J. Trump. And I said this on Breakfast Club this morning, like, you gotta accept it. Are you an American?
Al walking out. Al just leaving the
Are you an American or are you not an American?
Damn right I'm an American.
Why would I wish for America to fail? Why would I want America to fail? I'm just asking a simple question.
Thank you.
I'm just asking a simple question. Like, I don't want America to fail. I have a life here. I have businesses here. I have a family here. Why would I want America to fail?
That's why we were wondering why you were supporting Kamala.
No.
That's why we didn't understand it. We're like, why is this guy throwing so much support her way?
Listen.
When I know that he's a patriot, when I know he's a great man, I know that he wants America to win.
Listen, everybody votes for their interests. I have interest in Kamala, but I'm not going to root against. Why would I root against the president?
That's what I'm talking. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope Trump doesn't do anything he said he's going to do.
Whoa.
I hope there's only 3 things I hope Trump does.
Talk to me.
Why do you keep bumping me?
Because it sounds like your squad.
He says he wants to. He says he wants to lower taxes. Do your thing, bro.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right?
He
MAGA.
said he wants to fix the economy, even though inflation is already down.
Yes, right.
Hey, do your thing.
MAGA.
Okay. If he wants to make things more secure, build the wall, border security.
Border it
do
up.
your thing.
Do your thing, Wody.
But you're gonna need the Democrats to help you do that, though.
Of course,
it's gonna take bipartisan legislation.
It's gonna take bipartisan legislation. Oh, they got the Senate and the House. So,
well, they don't have the House yet, but it's looking like
they're gonna have it. So they really don't need the Democrats to do shit.
Hey, man.
So they about to fix America, and the Dems about to get no credit for it.
Well, here's the thing.
Damn.
To your point, right?
That sucks for y'all.
To your point, right?
Yeah.
Now is the time for everybody who voted for Trump, and I would say the same thing if Kamala wins. Everybody who voted for Trump, you have to push him to do everything he promised he was going to do. You can't let democracy don't end once the person you vote for gets inside the White House. Y'all have to constantly push him to do the things that you want him to do.
To stop the foreign wars, deport the criminals. I would like a pathway to citizenship for the people who are here illegally but have been working jobs and have families, and I think that we should, open our hearts to them.
They're going to have to come back. He's going to kick them out in January, and they're going to have to come back another way.
I don't love that.
That's going to happen.
I want you to start with the criminals. Let's see how that goes.
Because it's almost, and Jon Stewart made this point. I thought it was a valid point. Jon Stewart was like, do you really think he's going to go through a whole list of people and say this person's a criminal, this person's a criminal, this person's a criminal? He's like, no, you're undocumented, you gotta go.
Couple things I gotta say. First off, Charlemagne's wrong on that. Tom Homan, Donald Trump's new pick to be the border czar, has already said, no, we're going after the criminals first. Like Joe Biden led tens of thousands of killers and rapists into our country. That we're gonna go and get them first. That's the number one priority. And I always hate when Charlemagne keeps bringing up inflation. It's so annoying. Like, oh, it's down. Like, you're just insulting ordinary people when they go to pay their bills. their electric bill, their grocery bill. Like, you can tell me it's 2% down, whatever. I know all of this is still up because I'm still paying it. I don't care what your number is. I care about what my number is. You know, folks, like if you say something from an article, that's not affecting what I'm actually having to pay. So it really doesn't matter. It's kind of a moot point. And I will say one thing about Andrew Schulz. Look, I understand a lot of people want to say the argument like, okay, they got families, they got this and that. All right. You also got to understand that they're abusing the system to get in. Like you're essentially saying, oh, well, they already committed the crime, but they had a kid here. So now we'll just give them a reward and let them stay. Well, then what is the point of the legal immigration process? They might as well skip waiting years and just come through the border, pop out a kid on the other side, and just do it that way and just get fast tracked. Like, you're still giving the incentive to do the behavior. The only way it will ever stop is if you remove the incentive to do it in the first place. If people understand there's no way to get across the border and get access to anything through any sort of sources, resources, anything at all, then there's no reason to go because there's no feasible point to the whole thing. And so long as those rewards or incentives are there, people will still at least try to keep coming in the first place. Like, this isn't rocket science, folks. Let me know in the comments what you think, but I think the answer to this is very simple. Remove the incentives, and then maybe you can make that argument to let some of these people say, but until that, I mean, like, they're still technically criminals. Let me know what you think, folks, but leave a like. Let's get back in.
And then those people got to come back around and figure it out later.
It's clearly an attempt to deport between 30 and 500 million people is going to be complicated. So it's going to be important to know how carefully the former president would execute this plan.
A lot of the millions of people have had children here who are American citizens. So yes to mass deportation, even of women and children.
So we're going to look at it very closely. The way you phrase it is exactly right. You put one wrong person onto a bus or onto an airplane, and your radical left lunatics will try and make it sound like the worst thing that's ever happened.
Because it's the worst thing that ever happened to them, the American citizens you mistakenly deport. Yet Trump is like, and that makes me the bad guy. And why is my wife interviewing me? You are my wife, right? Marla? Ivana? Ivanka? I don't know. This sounds awful, but as everyone knows, you can never listen to what Trump's saying and hear it.
I think you're taking everything a little bit too literally.
Look, Trump speaks in hyperbole. This is nothing new.
He's telling you what was in his heart. You always want to go by what's come out of his mouth rather than look at what's in his heart.
You're right. Why hold former presidents to what they say they're going to do from their mouth holes?
Gonna be a lot of kicking and screaming come January, bro.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just the truth to the matter.
Yeah.
They said mass deportations on day one.
Wow.
Day one.
Yeah, that's a tricky one for me. I think that we got to find a place in our hearts. Now, if you're a fucking criminal, you're breaking the law, get the fuck out. But if you're somebody who's been working here legally, and we've all had people, I'm sure, work for us that were illegal, they're upstanding Americans. I see them as Americans, and they should be given an opportunity.
He said he wanted the death penalty for, was it immigrants who commit murder? I think it was illegal immigrants that commit murder. Which one was it?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he said he wanted the death penalty for him.
But then he said if they deport you, if you come back again, it's 20 years, and then if you try a third time, then it's death penalty.
Run it up.
Hey, man.
Run it up. We got to have, what are you going to do? Just have an open door? Like, there's borders for a reason.
I don't even, what'd you say, Alex?
So they're gonna.
No, Chris.
Chris is gonna lose it. Chris, when he saw my outfit, he said, "Don't do it to me."
But it's America. Chris,
why are you not proud of this? The greatest country in the world. We're about to enter our next golden age. How are you not excited?
Listen,
I feel like Charlemagne is going to be one of those people on the left who are going to slowly and begrudgingly kind of come closer to the middle after a little bit of time. After Donald Trump gets in, if he's able to do some of the stuff that he's really able to do, especially since we have the Senate and the House, then yeah, Andrew Schulz might be right. We might actually be able to enter a golden age with help of people like RFK Jr., Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, like everybody else that's on board of this team, folks. And I mean, I will say one thing that one guy pointed out: Donald Trump wants to have punishments for coming across. There you go. You have to remove the incentive to the behavior, and that's the thing. The people on left, Democrats, they don't get. They don't get how behavior works. You know, you wonder why. Oh, you have all these socialist programs, and everyone keeps taking advantage of them. Yeah, they take advantage of them because they exist, and you get overtaxed and overburdened, and you make middle class the poor. Like, they don't understand how their policies actually work. And this is the stuff and the garbage that people like Charlemagne have been in and listened to their whole lives. Like, they don't actually realize a lot of their stuff doesn't work. And you want to complain about what to do with, the people who are here, who had kids and this and that, this whole problem. Well, think about this, folks. Like, what is Donald Trump having to do? He's having to clean up the mess that somebody else made. This whole problem would have been prevented and averted had you not allowed it to happen in the first place, which is the left's fault, Joe Biden's, Kamala Harris's. All of their fault led us to this point. And what you can't do is say, oh, well, we just made a giant mess and we're just going to not do anything about it, and we're just going to let that be the new normal. That way, people can keep making messes and we'll just keep taking the trash and dealing with the consequences of not preventing it. Like, do you see how radically insane that is, folks? Why all these cities are just crumbling right before our eyes, because they don't know how to run their own household. But yeah, Charlemagne, he might come over at one point. But folks, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about what Andrew Schulz had to say about Donald Trump's victory and what he had to say to Charlemagne from the Breakfast Morning Club? I can't remember. Anyway, take care, like and subscribe, and I'll see you folks on the next one.